Well, I'm here with another Death Battle reaction. And this because it is the big season finale, which I was not expecting, but hey, another great year of Death Battles gotta come to an end at some point. And every battle so far has been awesome, and this one's looking to be no exception. Ash versus Yugi Moto, Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh! This is gonna be so sick, I can tell already, with the little teaser they're giving at this little intro. Now, if I'm to give my first impressions and guess of who I think will win, I'm more inclined to put my vote towards Yugi. Because I feel like it takes a lot more brain power to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Than it does to play Pokemon. Like, Yugi's a lot smarter than I feel Ash is. So, I just feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards have a lot more depth to them than Pokemon moves do. But, who knows, maybe I can be surprised. Let's see what we got. So let's...
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself!
Fly!
Ooh, let's
Ash
go!
Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Here goes. I'm excited.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
That's a new one.
Go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this survivor-like and roguelike RPG. Double the like.
Each run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes,
Neat.
find new followers, unlock new quests, and look cool while doing it. Look at that gear.
Night Swarm is on Steam now, and 15% off for a limited time.
Looks neat.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best?
My
Like
little
no
boy
one ever
wonder
was.
finally
Better
became
than Jerry and
champion.
his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
What a
25
history it
seasons,
was.
over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of
Good to know,
Pokeballs
good to know.
and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over
is
time,
durable,
Pikachu
Ash, I'll
learned
give him
Volt
that.
Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks
Team
like they're
Rocket.
blasting off again.
so
They'll
clearly
never be on our-
the anime
they'll never
doesn't
be on our
follow the
team like
game
them.
rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is
You make a
magnetic
great point
and
there.
brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are
I
loyal
like Dawn.
friends.
That was a
Just
series I
like
grew up
Ash's
watching.
Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra
That makes
induce
sense.
status effects and heal with synthesis.
Yeah, this
But
is what I was wondering
sometimes
about,
a
how they're gonna
menace.
handle
Yeah, so you got
all
a
the-
big, scary Darkrai. Eat this
all the
leaf
sort of
blade
anime
spherical
magic they
victim.
pull
Or
off.
That's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a
Wow,
fiery
got firing
passion
those,
for
nice.
reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for
Which
the
is,
most
again, super
unexpected
effective.
signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells
girl
it
is
out.
hugging a lava
Vanillix
monster.
causes blizzards.
And
Magikarp
it's
leaps over
fine.
mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will
How
drop
many of these
Draco
are we going
Meteors
to
on
use?
anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree? He chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants.
That is
and he
one thing
does a
Ash
lot.
does have over
Maybe his
Yugi,
secret is
the
watching
physical
the
strength.
Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon
I
must
don't
protect
know
and
anything that
enrich
Yugi
each
has
other's
done.
lives.
Very
Like
physically.
Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime. The stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash
Oh
figured
my,
out new ways
that
to
face.
bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough
I
to
saw the
defeat
new Mega
champion
Lucario. It
Cynthia's
looks so
Garchomp.
dumb.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys.
How does one
But
accidentally
boy,
catch
does it suck
30?
to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He
Oh.
knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge
Very
power
creative
increase,
name.
but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and
so
teamwork
it is
get
canonical
along
that they
like
can make
rice
black
balls
holes.
and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Oh, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola
4Kids
and
is not
beyond to
missed.
train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up.
Ooh.
I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu
Yeah,
also
Ash
scored a
getting
buff
his
with
entire
their
arsenal of
Z-move.
Pokemon. This is
All they
definitely
need
gonna
is
be a
a
lot
power
very
ring,
interesting to
some
see.
JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu.
Yeah, this
so
is definitely
it was
looking
gonna end
very
with
highly in
Pikachu.
Ash's
In the Tournament of Champions,
looking at an Ash's
and
sky.
Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best.
Our boy
and he had no
won.
regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Ah, such a great story.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quince stuff for ages, so we know it's legit.
Quince makes it easy to look sharp.
I definitely gotta
feel
say
good,
though,
and
like
find
Ash's
gifts that
moves are
last.
very
From
powerful.
Mongolian
Like even
cashmere
his own
sweaters
body
to
is
Italian
strong.
wool coats, Quince pieces
But
are
then again,
crafted
I don't
from
know
premium
anything about what
materials and built to hold
Yugi
up
can do in
without
all
the
his
luxury
monsters.
Nice! This is totally
Are
a
there more
Kaiba
cards
fit
in his
right
deck
here.
than
Just
Ash
gotta
has
pop up that
Pokemon?
collar.
Who knows?
Quince
I
makes
do
the
not
essentials
know.
every guy needs. Denim, chinos, down jackets, wool top coats, and leather styles built to last, just to name a few.
Each piece is made from premium materials. Oh, and by cutting out the middlemen and traditional markups, Quince delivers the same quality as luxury brands at a fraction of the price. So get your wardrobe sorted and your gift list handled with Quince.
Don't wait. Go to quince.com/deathbattle for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/deathbattle.
Free shipping and
They do not skip ads.
365
They
day
work hard for
returns.
this.
Quince.com
So at least we need to watch them.
/deathbattle.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Card games on
Time travel?
motorcycles.
The divine hand. Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was
Yeah,
lost across
Shadow
time
Realm, not
and the pieces
death.
of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his
An iconic
grandpa's
opening.
game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's
did not
war.
know that
Time
he was
to
that
send monsters
twisted.
to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your
Whoa.
soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings
Interesting.
monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You
Probability,
can't buy this.
ooh.
It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami
Joey,
were ready for
my man.
anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too
Oh,
quick to
God,
judge.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yugi's a very
Ugh.
clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick nasty swordsmen. Summon
they
Skull
all look
shoots
so
bolts of
cool.
lightning. And the
Their
giant
monster
soldier of
designs
stone
rock.
can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice,
Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi
That makes
comboed it
sense.
with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards.
Yeah,
like
Ash has
Pot
the
of
raw
Greed,
physical
which
power,
lets
but
him draw
Yugi's
2
got
more
that
cards like
If things
utility
get dicey,
buff.
he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx,
still wanna say
which
that Yugi
reflects
can win
damage
this.
directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the electric dragon,
Slifer,
Ra, the god
my
phoenix,
favorite.
and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in
Poor
duels,
Joey.
pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox.
Dark Magicians
it's
rule.
kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
Sure,
But at the
okay,
top
that makes
would be
sense.
the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time!
So the heart of
He
cards
doesn't
is a
make
real
up
thing, not
rules,
just
he's stacking
a
his
thing.
deck.
Not at all.
Line.
For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many
So is
duels,
that stronger than
evil
Exodia?
was vanquished.
Is
There was
Exodia still
only
better?
one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm
They did the
sorry I
meme.
called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Hell yeah, this is gonna be so sick.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start. But we
I
wouldn't
will
be
still
able to
on
make
Yugi.
it
I want to
happen
believe in
without some
Yugi.
help
He's got the
from our
utility
friends
and
at
way more
Raycon.
That's
Way
right.
more
this
creative
message is
for
sponsored
creativity
by
than
Raycon.
Ash's
If you're
Pokemon.
looking for a holiday
Even if
gift,
they are all
Raycon's
powerful,
essential open
this
earbuds
going to
should
Yugi,
be at the top
definitely.
of your list.
Regular earbuds block out everything, but these beauties sit so perfectly in the ear you get both real clear sound and also what's happening around you. Exactly what I need when I'm out lawnmower racing, or bike riding, jogging, whatever normal people do.
We're happy that Raycon is a
Lawnmower racing
longtime
sounds
sponsor
fun.
of our show, and for good reason. They have over 3 million customers who are getting premium sound quality for half the price. And if you don't like your earbuds, they have a 30-day guarantee, so there's practically no risk.
They're lightweight, last up to 8 hours on one charge, and with multi-point connection, I can wirelessly hook them up to multiple devices. So they're super handy.
The essential open earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late.
Here we go. This is it.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Okay.
And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow
Yeah.
them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's
Cool.
time to death battle!
Death battle! Woo! You got this, Yugi! Oh, that's nice. Ah, the classic intro.
You okay, Pikachu? This we're on 4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone
Ash's
else,
biggest strategy is
back
just to
him
hit
up.
harder. Yugi has real strategy behind him. Come on, Yugi!
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Dark
Don't get
Magician!
ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Sphinx!
Woo! Kokoro! Kokoro!
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Oh my goodness.
Charizard, I choose you!
Let's do this! That was a heavy hit. Every Karibo! Go! Squirtle Squad! Holy shit, this is awesome! Blast them all!
Aha!
Light there! This is so awesome! He captures ghosts for a living. He's a Ghostbuster. Oh. Oh no.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Come on, Yugi. You got this. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
I just need to believe
Heart.
in the heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards. Dark Magician Girl.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi!
Oh my
Goddess
gosh.
of light! This is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic! Haruxi! Joser!
Oh, Yugi! Oh! Oh, go, go, go! Come on! Come on!
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh, every generation! Oh!
You activated my trap card!
Yes!
Magic Cylinder!
Yes!
Send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Go, Yugi! Woo! That was gorgeous.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
That was so awesome. That was so gorgeous.
Oh, my
Spectacular.
childhood.
Oh my
Quick,
God.
I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with
Ah.
experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often.
my
and
God.
despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash
True,
wins in
true.
experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's
He's got
teamwork
two minds
is
working with
second to
them.
none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi
True,
can control
true.
the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know
knew
some of
that'll
you
be
are
this-
asking,
that'll be
what
the
if Ash
trick
threw
card.
hands? The kid's
Trump
strong
card.
enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close
Oh,
call,
really? I
but
did not know
Yugi
that.
takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And
Yeah, I
Yugi
knew
had
that
more than
sounded
just
stronger.
monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really,
So
Yugi's
many
deck has
cards.
no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He
Thank
just
you
needed
for
the right
another
moment
wonderful
to knock
season
Ash
death
stone
battle.
cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
Thank you for a wonderful season, and I cannot wait for the next one!
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and
Cool.
other games that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
God, that was such an awesome finale. Oh, I can't. I'm just in awe of how awesome that was. Oh, just every moment of that, from the classic intro to the just incredible battle all the way through. That was definitely one of the best ones ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I predicted right. I predicted correctly that Yugi would win. Oh. Oh. I cannot wait for whatever comes in the next season. Oh. But until next time, I will be signing up down here. That was an amazing battle. Thank you so much for everything, Death Battle. I love you.